What's up, you guys? This is your girl Destiny. I'm here with another video, and this is a pregnancy story time. How it was being pregnant. I'm gonna start off with my first daughter. My first daughter, baby, she gave me a run for my money. I was traumatized after her. My first baby, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that was a rough pregnancy. I'm gonna insert a picture right here of me when I was pregnant. And with me being pregnant, I think I was 19. Yeah, I was 19 because I was turning 20 right after I had her, and I went to, I think, walk-ons. Yeah. So I had her when I was 19. Yeah, 19. And it was 2018, November 7th. And she is snoring, y'all. Okay, so, y'all, when I do my lip like that, I be rubbing her ear, and I don't know why I do my lip like that, but it was November 7th. Actually, let me tell y'all the little rundown. When I was pregnant, I was having small complications. At first, I was bleeding, and then after I was bleeding, all that time, they was like, oh, okay, that's normal. So I'm thinking that's normal. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. Later on down the line, I was a caregiver. And that means me picking up, like, I was working at a special needs home, and I was picking up people that was like way heavier than me. Like, I'm not that big, and they just didn't care the fact that I was pregnant. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have to do what I have to do because I have to provide for my kid. So with that being said, I ended up continuing working there. So I think I was like 5 or 6 months. 5 or 6 months, it was 5 months because I was like leaking. I was leaking. When I say leaking, any place I go, like, I just be mad. So I just wanted to stay at home because I'm basically like peeing on myself at any given moment. Like, and I have no control of it. And it wasn't pee though, it was amniotic fluid. And they was like, no, you're not in labor. And then I had ended up getting hit in the stomach. I wanted to hit her back. And then they act like it's okay. They're talking about you got bones and stuff, protecting her, like protecting your baby so the baby's not harmed. And I really wanted to bust her up. But I ended up staying at work or whatever, mind you, still leaking on myself, walking around the hallways with water trembling down my legs. And so I'm having to clean up like the little wet spots in the hallway because any given moment, like, I can just leak. So with that being said, I was still sitting there leaking every day. I went to the hospital a good couple times with my mom, and it was just like, it's not amniotic fluid, but turns out it was amniotic fluid. They just, So then I was 30. No, I was 39 weeks. No, I was 34 weeks. 34 weeks in one day. I had literally just turned 34 weeks in one day. So when I went into the hospital, I was not 34 weeks. I was 33 weeks. So 34 weeks and one day, they tell me that no, you can't have a baby. You got to stay in here for 2 weeks. Who got to stay in this hospital for 2 weeks? But I was in so much pain. Like, I was literally finna like go crazy. My mom was sitting up there. I think she was crying or something because I was just in that much pain. Like, and they kept giving me medicine. It just made me feel like I was high. Like, it just made me feel like I was high, but I was still in so much pain. They said I couldn't get no epidural. And I'm just like, dang, like, I won't ever do this again. God, if you just get me out of this. And then I was like, I got a boo-boo. I got a boo-boo, but then I ain't end up having a boo-boo. Like, I just went through so much. I was hungry. And the crazy part, I think before I left work, I had literally had me 2 hot dogs, some red beans, some rice, and some chips and a drink. And I know that don't go together, but I was pregnant. And then when I went home, my mama had some black eyed peas with some okra in it. And I had me a little small thing. I had to steal it because I don't even think I was supposed to be eating it right then. So then, like, when I was at home, I was in so much pain. That's how I ended up going to the hospital. And I didn't want to wake my mama up because I didn't want it to be another false alarm because my mama loved her sleep. And the crazy part, she loved her sleep so much that she didn't even hear me when I knocked on the door. My mama's husband did, and he farther away from the door. Like, how is that? So My mama ended up coming to check on me. I ain't have no clothes. I had just got out the tub because I think getting in the tub make everything better. No, it made it worse because I be taking them hot showers, hot tub baths or whatever. So, I'm at the hospital. They was like, "You gonna have to stay here for 2 weeks," and I'm like, "Dang." All right, so my phone was dead because I was in that much pain. Like I didn't even want to. I had my bags packed though. I had my bags packed because that's how crazy my pregnancy was, because I was prepared to have her at any given moment because that's how much I was like having pain. And it wasn't normal. I knew that wasn't normal. Like I Googled, baby, I became a doctor when I became pregnant. Like I became a doctor. My name was Dr. Wilson. Yes, it was indeed. So after that, we got to the hospital. I was in so much pain. I don't even know how many days I was there. I can't even tell you. But I ended up, they called the doctor. The doctor didn't never come. He never came until I'm like, I know I'm in pain, and I buzzed them people. So finally, I think I had enough. Like I was just over it. I was full blown in tears. Then my friend have the audacity to come up in there with a box of chicken. A box of chicken, and I know I ain't ate for no good 2 days. Sitting up there giving me these ice chips, and I don't even like ice. I was mad, and then I ate a piece of chicken and threw it up. So I was even more mad. So I was still in so much pain. Like I tried to like shake it off, but I could never shake it off. So finally, this is how I know I had enough. Baby, I tooted that butt up in the air. I didn't care the fact that my mama husband was in the room, y'all. I didn't care that my mama husband was in the room, baby. He seen that butt cheek. Yes, he did. Indeed, he did. Because I couldn't do it no more. And then my mama, I was like, call the nurse. So I didn't think my mama actually pressed the button because I didn't hear her press the button. So finally, I had to apologize, baby. I said, call the nurse. I remember, she was like, I did. And I was in so much pain. I asked my mama to like rub my back. She wasn't rubbing it hard enough. She wasn't doing nothing right. She couldn't even hold my hand right. So I asked my mama husband, ended up doing it, and he did it real good and nice. So I was like, okay. So finally, she checked me. I think I was like 5 or 6 centimeters. I can't remember. But that's how much doped up I was. I was on a lot of medicine. So finally, she was like, okay, so it seems like you're going to have this baby. No crap, Sherlock. If you thought I was going to sit here for 2 weeks, 2 weeks with no epidural, who? So finally, at the last minute, the doctor want to come. Mind you, they had just, I think I was like 8 or 7 centimeters, and they had just gave me my epidural. So I started feeling numb. So finally, the doctor came. I was numb already, and the baby was already like finna come out. My mama husband, baby, gave him hell, because he didn't have no filter. Baby, if I wasn't in that much pain, and the fact that I was on so much medicine, I would have gave him. I wouldn't have had no filter. My name would have been Rodney Jr. that day. So, after that, I ended up pushing her out. She was 5 pounds, 2.5 ounces. And, I had my sweet baby girl. And, baby, that epidural is nothing to play with at all. Nothing to play with. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna have no more kids. Then, I ended up working in Waffle House again. And I met my baby daddy, and then, her dad, because I have 2 different baby daddies. Yeah. This one I became in love with dating old men. Broke old men. I play so much. You know what? That's me. Shut up. So I ended up meeting my baby daddy. He seemed so cool, and his first thing is I was in the military and I'm retired. So that's his game. If y'all see him, that's his game. He gonna tell you that, but he's broke. He don't got no money. Okay, I for real quit. I quit for real. But he was like he seemed cool. We ended up chilling the same night or whatever on August 10th. Had intercourse August 10th. Yeah, I was young. So then I switched stores. That was Stormy. That was the first first baby. So now we are on Skylar. So I ended up meeting him at Waffle House. We ended up chilling, boom, boom, boom. I ended up getting pregnant, boom. So at first he was like, dang, you pregnant, blah, blah. I was like, nigga, you ain't. We started acting like we was a family. That's another story. We're going to talk about the pregnancy. So the pregnancy, it went by pretty smooth. I was on this shot. I forgot what it's called. But I had to get it in my leg or in my stomach because I couldn't do it. I was staying at my mom's house still. I think. No, I was not. I just went to my mom's house every day because I moved out when I was actually, I think, 18. I think I moved out when I was 18. But I had moved out. Baby, I don't know when I moved out, but I had went to my mom's house almost every day or every week to get that shot in my leg because I couldn't do it myself. So in some weeks I skipped it because them shots I don't care how old I get, I'm still be scared of needles. And so I ended up being pregnant. The pregnancy went by pretty smooth. I had found out I was having another girl and I really wanted a boy. Both of my kids, I wanted a boy because I didn't want to do nobody hair. I wanted to experience getting a haircut, but now that's all dead because I ain't having no more kids. But the pregnancy went by pretty smooth. I had to get the shots to make sure that she stayed in my womb. So then I ended up losing my job and I had to stay at home from I was 4 months. And I was bored. So I was doing unnecessary shopping. I was just eating a lot. I didn't want to cook because I was staying with my brother at that time because I had lost my apartment, but that's another story. So by this time I'm bored. So I started trying different mother rules. I tried the mama rule, the castor oil, the peanut butter, the almond butter. That is nasty. I threw that up. But I tried it when I was 36 weeks, and I was they really said tried it 37 weeks. But I was really over being pregnant, and because I had a healthy baby, I just tried it. But I ended up throwing it up, and I ended up having contractions. Went to the hospital. Sent me home. So we tried it again that next week, and it ended up working. I walked that day. I said, this is going to work today. And I had her April the 23rd. What happened? Oh, they broke my water. That was smooth. But, baby, I ain't never felt nothing like that. It felt like she was coming out my butt, for real. And that's maybe a TMI, but it felt like she was coming out my butt. And I was like, get her out now. Both times that I had my baby, my mom was in the hospital with me. And I'm just so blessed for that. And that's how I ended up naming her Wilson, because I'm like, baby, if y'all wasn't there when I had them, y'all wasn't doing nothing for me supporting my pregnancy, then y'all not finna, no. So that's how I end up naming them Stormy Desiree Wilson, Skylar Rain Wilson, and yeah. So that's why I said I don't think I'm having another kid, because my first pregnancy traumatized me, and I'm scared to have another pregnancy like that, because I don't even wish that on my worst enemy, and that's just that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end this video off right here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, I can answer them. Make sure y'all comment them. Comment videos that y'all would like me to see. Like me to do. And blow it up. Yeah, make sure you blow the video up. Blow it up. Yeah, period. So make sure y'all hit that bell to get post notifications when I do post. And I'm going to wait right here for a few seconds, because what you doing if you ain't subscribed? I'm going to wait a second. Oh, y'all, I don't know if I said it, but Skylar right here. But I waited. Thank you for subscribing. Peace.